Hey, welcome back. 2023. Happy New Year. You can't see me. Something wrong with the screen, but Bonnie is my first guest of the new year. Happy New Year, Bonnie. Welcome to Cruising with Phil. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for Sherman. I just sent you the tweet yesterday. You want to go on? You said great. That's great. So my first guest of the new year on Cruising with Phil. I got it in logo. You can't see it right now because I can't figure out the split screen. But so tell us about yourself. You're a former candidate for Ward 3, right?
Yes, I was.
And how we met on the tweet there a while back, going back and forth. And the first time in person was just the day before the election, right? Down in Trinity Square.
Yes.
Yeah, that was for the Mike Layton Memorial.
First Jack Layton Homeless Memorial.
Yeah, I think Mike Layton. Sorry, Jack Layton, yeah. With Kevin Clark and all, yeah. So how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, thanks for coming on. So how was your Christmas and New Year's? Quiet?
Quiet.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, tell us about yourself. Try to look up more information. You're all got deleted. Your stuff there.
I just changed the handles on all of them.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can understand that. So yeah. So just tell the audience about yourself, your background and all. I know you have quite the story.
Right now, I'm a full-time student. I'm studying urban studies at the University of Toronto.
Oh wow.
And also, I worked in retail for years and years.
Oh yeah. Somebody mentioned that you were in logistics a while back, right?
Linguistics.
Linguistics, sorry, linguistics. That's pretty interesting. Wow. What's that all about?
Yeah, it's my first degree, and it's about languages.
Oh, you like studying languages and all?
Yes.
Yeah, I like studying ancient languages. Like I studied ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics before I went for my trip. I did it for about a year, and then I just went to Mesopotamia, and then I went to Aztec. Aztec's hard, more like pictures.
Nice. I only know the Latin script,
Oh
Chinese
yeah,
script,
that's
and
hard too.
Cyrillic.
Wow, that's good. So questions is since I can't see your platform now, trying to remember what I read. What's the reason why you got interested in the politics? Why'd you put your name as to run for a award?
Because I feel like there isn't enough representation of millennials and Gen Zers who are in politics, and I am part of that group. So I want to be the representative.
Well, that's cool. That's great. Yeah. There isn't that. Get to the old council and get some more not nationalities, but also different personalities like yourself, like more variety, more freshness in there needed, like as we see what's going on right now. So can you tell us about your history, like where you're from? Are you born in Toronto?
No, I was born in China,
Oh, in China. What part of China?
in Hubei.
Oh, yeah. So when did you come over to Canada?
I've been in Canada since I was 6.
6 years old. So, wow. So you just came with your mom and your dad and your folks and all?
Yeah, and I lived in British Columbia at first.
Oh, okay. Where about? We're in Vancouver?
Uh, I spent 7 years in Coquitlam, and
Oh,
then
I love
in
that. It's a nice area.
Vancouver for 3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Wow. And when did you come to
Then,
Toronto?
when I was 18,
Okay, cool. Did you come on your own or your family?
on my own.
Yeah, cool. So what prompted you to move to Toronto from BC?
I like the big city.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like how I
Vancouver's
like
not big
how
enough.
it's walkable in Toronto. More car dependent on the West Coast.
Yeah. I lived there for 2 years. I know what you mean. You know, out of all the airports in Canada I've been through, I tell you, nothing, no, just Vancouver's the worst airport I can ever go to. I can't detest it. Well, you've been there, you know how far it is from the parking lot. But yeah, city for car wise around Vancouver, yeah, Toronto's the best and all. So you came to Toronto, and then what did you do?
I was here for school at first. Um, I started at U of T, and I dropped out when I was 19, and then I got a diploma from Seneca when I was 21.
Oh, amazing! Wow, that's great. So how'd you go from university to Seneca?
Um, I was convinced that my passion of linguistics was in the right path, but looking back, I regret that. I should have stayed in linguistics.
Oh, really? How long was the course in linguistics?
It was a 4-year degree.
Okay, so you regretted it? Why is that?
Yeah, I regretted dropping out and
Oh, what
then
is,
going
okay.
to Seneca.
Oh, okay. Is it a personal thing?
I was just convinced that linguistics was useless, but now I know it's actually really useful.
Oh, it's cool. Have you ever thought about going back and finishing it off, or like a correspondence?
I finished it last year.
You did? Amazing.
Yes,
Wow, that's great. Online or whatever, or what?
yes, online,
Good for you. How long was the
mostly
course?
online.
Oh, sorry. Well, how long was the course online?
I did 20 months straight.
Wow.
So I did 20 months when I first arrived at U of T, then another 20 months at Seneca, and then another 20 months more recently.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that. I didn't know you had finished. That's amazing. So how's it feel now being, complete, finished the course and you're done with? How's it feel?
Uh, feel accomplished.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
what did you hope to get out of that for linguistics?
For that, I was thinking maybe teaching ESL online, but the Chinese Communist Party banned foreign teachers
Oh,
online.
really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It's amazing things haven't changed after all these years with the Communist Party, you know?
Mhm.
I remember I was posted in China for a bit there. We had to follow all these rules you had to go by, like education, speaking public, wearing a uniform, how you present yourself. To this day, it's changing a bit, but not a lot from what I can see. So now also you've had quite the story about yourself, right? Personal like growth and all that. I remember you put on the Twitter there, and you got kind of harassed about that. That's why I started talking to you on Twitter about that. Kind of defending you about that. All the different situations and all. Did you want to share any of that with us, just for people to know?
Um, I've been harassed quite a few times. Do you remember which exact instance?
Oh, I don't mean to get too personal, but I remember you did something about you did a tweet about things you've done in your past, like we've all done things we regret in our past, and then you kind of they go back in your past and look at it. They don't see you as yourself now. Like I remember you saying, accept me who I am now, not for what I was in the past, because we made mistakes and we learned the hard way, right? I know what you mean. I've been through that myself. But sometimes people just they don't want to stick in the past. They don't see you as you are, And also the past makes you who you are, right? All the experiences you've gone through, right? The way you are right now is because of all your experiences to make you who you are, better person, to serve the public, to run for council, right? That's what I was believing.
Yeah, when I first got involved in politics, it was with the Libertarian Party, and I don't believe in that party anymore.
Oh wow. What was that like, the Libertarian Party?
It's the party that doesn't believe in the government.
Oh
Um,
wow.
so, and the issues that were brought up that people were claiming were still my platform today were the ones on lowering low income supports and denying climate change.
Oh, deny climate change. Yeah.
I don't deny climate change.
No,
I
no.
support uh, public transit, which helps the environment. And
Oh yeah.
also regarding low income supports, uh, I know how tough it is to be low income. And when I ran for that party, I didn't have that experience yet. And I see that government supports are needed and people fall on hard times and need to use them.
You've been through I remember you said you've been through yourself, learning
Yeah,
about
I had long COVID and then I was on EI. And then I am using OSAP grants for school.
yeah. Is that how's that helping you now? I mean, overall, like everything you've been through, all the support. And actually, it's pretty amazing all the like what the government does for people, right? But also with your experiences back in the past, I remember one of your tweeters saying about what did you say? Something about the not about public transport. You said about yourself as a person inside, who you are, and accept me who I am. Because I remember that's why I related with you when I said, you know, I know what you've been through, and I said I know exactly about you standing out and just being criticized for, you know, uh, showing who you are, being a real person. You're not putting facade of being something else that they want you to be. People want you to be what they want you to be, but you got to be who you got to be, right? So that's what I liked about. That's why I endorsed you too. I said I like you. I got to endorse her. You know, I like you stand for the people, and that's what I loved about you, and I still do, and I think that's great. You know, you're an everyday person, an everyday outstanding, accomplished lady that's gone through a lot, and you're still moving on. So, like the journey never ends. You know, even the election's over. You know, we all gone quiet, kind of little cubby holes, you might say. But I mean, I'm doing this pod for fun, just having a conversation, you know, and just talking to people like yourself. And meeting when I met you the night before the election, I was like, hey, funny to meet you the first time. You know, felt like a reunion. You know, even though I've never met you until that day. You know, like even like
Mhm.
Phil Mills, I was like, I talked to Phil Mills for like months on Twitter, and then we finally met after months at the Scarborough Junction meet. Finally meet. It's like I feel like, hey, I felt like I just lost a brother. I got a reunion with the brother and all. So so where are you working now?
Right now I'm a full-time student.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah. So I was reading about the other day, but like in Europe, a lot of the like what the tuition like is so high, right? And the especially transportation. But some of the I don't know if you've seen some of the cities in the world now give free transport and free education. But they sign things like say you want to be like an urban planner, you sign a contract where you're gonna give back to the city either in hospitality or social services because of your trade, and you get a commitment there and then you can move on from there. You can stay in, right? Like in the military, like we have guys that would became doctors and nurses and dental assistants and dentists in the military. So they joined the military. They took the civilian course, but they had a contract. They signed if you join the military, they pay all your education. But the promise is after you get out, or even when you're still in, you can serve the public in uniform for like I think back it was 3 years. But it's still all your education is paid for, it's all taken care of, and that's what they just a commitment. And you can stay in or you can just move on, which is good. I got a whole bunch of guys who were military police in the armed forces. Now they're all with Metro and Durham, and they made a commitment. So it's like that. That's I don't know if you believe that. I think it should be free education for everybody. You know, the amount of money you spend on just tuition and fees and books. We talked about it in one of the debates in the mirror debates about the tuition fees and transportation is always like, did you just hear this morning that they're going to raise a fare 10 cents TTC?
I did not hear that.
I just heard just on the 24 channel just before you came on. I was like, what? Because they had like a 2-year freeze. We're trying to get free transport. And they're raising like, so people think 10 cents is not much, but it does make a difference, right?
Mm.
What do you pay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, yeah. About the tuition, I feel that Ontario is exploitative when it comes to students and especially international students.
Oh yeah. Like international students, yeah. I mean, do they get a? Do they? Do they? Do they have to pay? I guess they have to pay more, not just for living expenses and all. But talk about living expenses, like now students can't afford living in dorms or housing, whatever. They're living in shelters. When I heard, you know.
I've heard that there have been homeless students.
Yeah, like they're living in.
Yeah, I heard that there was a student who was kicked out of the dorms for winter break during the lockdown and had to live on the TTC.
Oh, really? Like literally just riding the subways and buses and all?
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. I know. Back then I was in college to support it. I don't know why they make us so. They entice people to come over from different countries, and over here they want that education, but you got to back it up. Sure, you want to educate and you got a scholarship and all that, or you got a OS, but also the interest rates on OSAP are just ridiculous, right?
Personally, I only take the grants and I get extra grants because I have permanent disabilities and I'm low income and I've been out of high school for a long time.
Oh, that's good. So you're like a mature student then, right? You be
Yes.
classified? Yeah. That's a good having perks of being a mature student now. Like my niece, she just got a house, she got an apartment going there next week down Jamestown there, paid by the government, and she wants to be a lawyer, and that's also paid by the government, courses and all. And she's a single mother, my grandnephew. but it's good. Like, I mean, it helps in certain ways, but I think they gotta cover all aspects, not just single mothers with kids and yourself, but everybody. There's so many avenues and ways of people are not getting money, especially students.
Yeah, when I was in high school, the teachers all told everyone to get more education, but they told us nothing about how to fund it.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
I have regrets about my education because I made decisions based on what other people told me.
They don't give you the full picture, right?
Mhm.
Basically they said like, here, we'll give you a free trip to Calcutta or a free trip back to China. Oh, by the way, you have to cover all your hotel expenses. Here's a free ticket, but you're on your own. Basically what they're saying, right?
Mhm.
So it's good. So I was gonna ask you about the languages. What language do you like? I have my particular favorites.
I'm a native speaker of Mandarin, Wuhanese, and English. And also try to learning French, Russian, and Italian.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I know my basic French and when I go to Quebec, I always pick it up. It's just memory, I guess. But I always had problems with throaty languages like Arabic and German because of the throat, whatever, the way they train you. Also, they in the military they train me to also. I don't. You ever heard of audio communication?
No.
No, it's not a vision. It's like a visual thing with especially with kids that have special needs. They train you how to communicate with them with your hands and different sounds and resonance. Like because I have low frequency hearing, so I can tune in sometimes to things they're talking about. It's hard to explain. They train you that because I have my courses in when crypto and advertise. No, I can't think of it. Security was analyzing and deciphering. So I had to like I had to go to like 4 continents for my course over a 2 year period. And I had to study like 20 or 22 languages. I had to know them off by heart. This is like back in the 80s. I knew them off. Now I don't. When you ask me, I don't practice anymore. But it was crazy. You had to, and you couldn't only get one, and every test you could only get one wrong. That's how like that tense it was. But we got good at it. It became like kind of second nature after a while. So and that was like and then I had to wait for my security clearance also. I had like with my trade, there's all like 4 levels of security clearance in the military, but because of my trade, I had to go 2 higher. So I had to wait 2 years and they do your background check by the SIU there in the military, and they're very thorough. I didn't know I had relatives in half the countries I was been in. It's like they go through everything like detail, like your grandmother, her birth date, who she married, where she's from, like what education. They go and they call you and they go through all these questions. They go, do you know you have so and so in Northern Ireland? Are you part of the Northern Ireland Republic? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't have relatives in Northern Ireland, but they're good in that way. So what do you like doing for hobbies? Forgot to ask you. I know like
I
reading.
like listening. I like listening to music,
Yeah, what kind of music?
mostly rock.
Oh, rock. Do you like classical?
Not particularly.
You play anything yourself? Any instruments yourself?
I try to play guitar, but I'm bad at it.
Yeah. I tried piano, but my fingers get it all played up. So, hey, how'd you do in the election? How'd you come out?
Close to 2%.
So how many sorry, screen came. How many people in your ward were competing?
6.
6? Is that the one with I think I only recognize 2 names. No, 3. There's yours and Amber Morty, I think,
Yes.
and Marco Valley, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also a military guy too. Yeah. Did you guys have a lot of debates for your ward?
We had a few.
Yeah. I think Ward what was it? What's Adam Golding's ward? I think they had the most debates out of all of us, you know.
I think that was University Rosedale.
Yeah, it's Rosedale. Yeah, that's it. I think it was 11 or whatever. Can't remember now. So I guess I'll ask the next question. Are you thinking of putting your name in again in the next after 4 years?
It's possible
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
if I have the support.
Yeah. How'd you do for support last time?
I had a few people helping me.
Yeah. How was your budget wise? Have you done your budget sheet yet?
Yes, I spent $0.
You too? Yeah, so did I. So they said I talked to the clerk, said if you did $0, you don't have to put I think you don't have to put a statement at all. They said, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did the same thing. I know a few people did the same. They just recycle and all that. I did a lot of recycling, like Isabella. You know Isabella? Yeah, she did all her own stuff. She did her own photocopying and all that. And but she did that way before she even signed on. I think she had it all done up. I think she had ran for something else, but and she was like hers was like low too as well. So are you gonna run for ward or what? Or trustee or what?
I haven't decided.
Yeah, that's cool. That's 4 years is a long time too. Anything can happen. You got anything future projects coming up for yourself?
Not really, just finished school.
Yeah. So you're full time all day in school or what?
Yes. The semester hasn't started yet, but once it does, I'll be busy.
Cool. Good stuff. So do you still talk with your family back and forth constantly?
Who?
Your mom and dad back in BC?
Not really.
No? So you got family over here in Toronto yourself?
Not in the city. I have relatives in Milton.
Milton, okay, that's cool. So you talk to them?
Not really.
No? Sounds like me, my family. No, my family's good. Most of them. We got a big family. It's funny. But what's out of this whole election, what did you find most frustrating from running for ward? What do you say was you'd like to see improved for yourself? Or for the ward?
Uh, Not realizing that my views have changed from 8 years ago when it was brought up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Did they bring that up during your debates?
No, it was just for a bio on local.to.
Oh, okay. And you put that in yourself?
No, it was fact searched by writers.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So they put that in your bio without well, did you know there was one in there before you read it?
No,
Oh, that's when you got harassed on the tweets about that after that?
I wasn't harassed over it. It was, I just clarified it.
Yeah, I remember a couple of things you said there too. Yeah. Yeah. They tried doing my background on my check. They couldn't find anything. It's all restricted anyways. I'm just casual because I've been retired for a while. So you like music? You like reading? You like reading?
Not particularly.
No. Jeff's guys, did you ever find it so funny when you get all these crazy emails? They want you to do like these surveys or like answer the questions or 10 questions in 100 words or whatever. The whole
Yes,
question.
yeah,
I
I
just
got
thought
quite
it
a
was,
few.
yeah, I got like one, my favorite was, can you answer all these questions in less than 100 words for all the questions, right? You get to a point, they get kind of frustrated. The last one I did was like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. That was it. Just and then people would write to you. I mean, kudos if they write, but they decide like for mayor candidate, what's your platform, who you're running for. I had some emails like they want you to fill out a questionnaire. One wanted your signature to guarantee that you're going to keep your promise on certain issues, like really intense issues. Yeah, they wanted your date and everything. They want you to fax it back to like, really? Not how a contract. There's also some of the social groups. I don't know if you got any. Some I won't say in particular, but one particularly wanted to give this big statement, want all these things done if you're elected for mayor, and then they want it all checked out, and they want you to sign on the bottom after reading this 5-page scenario, right? I thought that was kind of I don't know, and kind of was like a bully tactic. He's like, we're either going to vote for you and you're going to sign for this or not, right? I don't know if you got any of that in your emails.
I don't think so.
I maybe different from the mayor candidates. But did you see now? Do you get any more? Do you see more open? Like now, I get a lot of invites for different functions and all that. Especially you get a lot of the parties. Like all the affiliations. Though they want you to invite and come for a get together and a hoopla and all that, which never heard before. But I get that. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I got that too.
You get that too? Yeah. So, because sometimes I knew half the stuff even existed. Like I knew a lot of social groups and organizations, but I didn't know that, like where'd this come from? Didn't even know. And then you get, like one I like was the, parks, was it Parks of the Plains. I don't know if you got heard about that one.
No.
It's this, land over that's, been there since the original peoples of the land. They want to protect it for the plains and all that. And that was a petition going around. To give it that's something I like. Anything to do with the environment or protecting the original people of this earth, like that I support, you know.
My personal opinion is that I think transportation needs to be improved, and that does include more airports.
Yeah. You think
Because we hear that Pearson is the worst airport in the world.
it is? And that was just even when I was flying the military, honestly, we come back in uniform and we sit on the tarmac for 3 hours because we had to get go through we're in uniform, we had to go through security and processing. Like back then you can carry your weapons on the plane. So there's a whole bunch of us all in uniform on a civilian plane, Air Canada. We sit on the tarmac for 3 hours. No air conditioning, all in uniform, sweating away there, melting away. But Pearson yeah. I would say Vancouver used to be, but now Pearson is the worst airport. I've had friends, how have you heard the horror stories going on right now? I don't know. I don't understand why it's like that. When they overbook like that, that's a problem, you know. But well, have you recently flown to from Pearson?
No, I'm staying put in the
Yeah,
city.
I think you still have to wear the mask on the airport on the plane. I think you take them
I
off,
have
right?
no clue.
Yeah, because I refuse to fly with a mask on. You know, it's bad enough breathing
Yeah,
the air.
I was in Elections Canada polling place during the by-election last month, and we were told we had to wear masks, but my friend pulled up something from a statue that said actually we didn't.
That's it. Okay, I got 1 minute and 36. 1 minute left. So do you want to go for another round or what?
Okay.
Okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cancel that one. I'm gonna send you another invite and see if I can fix up the split screen. I might have done something wrong on my end. So I'll talk to you. I'll send you another invite and we'll go there as soon as I've done the invite and I'll see you. I think I might have pressed the wrong button on my part. That's why can't see me. So I'll talk to you about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Go for a coffee or whatever or tea. So I'll end this and I'll talk to you in a bit. Then I'll see if we can fix the screen up, get back there, what I did wrong. Okay, talk to you after, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll just say.